Well, we have reached the 6-month mark within our YouTube channel, and we want to do a 6-month evaluation of our children and our family, of all of the special steps that we have made in the last 6 months.
Yeah, because I think for us, this channel is a lot about progress, obviously special steps, which is in the name. And what I have noticed is that when you are having such small incremental wins, you don't notice it unless you track it. And even when you are tracking it from day to day, sometimes it's hard to see. But when you go back and look at where you've come in a full 6 months, it becomes apparent how much each member of your family has progressed. And so that's what we want to do, is to make sure that we're tracking those bigger sections of progress.
So for those of you who were with us from the beginning, you may have already seen those changes over time, but some of you may have come later and you didn't know they were there. So we're gonna do some flashbacks to see where we were and where we are now. And so to make this kind of fun, Ashleigh and I have both created a list for each member of the family. We came up with one special step that we want to focus on. And so I think we should start from youngest to oldest, going from Jacob up.
Okay.
And so ladies first, go ahead and tell us, what is the one special step that came to your mind about Jacob over the last 6 months?
Okay, so when I thought about Jacob and his most noticeable progress, it was in the communication category. It was learning to sign and even mimicking sounds. Like he's, what does the cow say? What is the other one? The chicken.
The chicken, he's going bark, bark.
Yeah. The chicken says, the chicken says, and so stuff like that. I definitely feel like his eyes have opened up. He's really enjoying signing time. So that's the one I picked for him, is that I feel like there's been noticeable leaps of development in communication.
I did the same thing. I did signing.
Yeah.
I was specific with signing, but yeah, it's been communication with so many things. Just to get him to sign, like, we have been trying to teach him to say more since he was, what, 18 months, or even younger than that. And
yeah.
He's going to be 5 in several months. And so him doing this is so cool.
Like intentionally.
Intentional.
And voluntarily. Like he initiates it.
Yeah, in fact, there's been some moments off camera that we just didn't capture. Like there was one moment where he came into the office where I was working with you, and he put on one of my hats, and you said, "Sign hat," and Jacob not only signed hat, he said
ha.
He said
Ha, ha. Yeah, it was so cute. We were like, ah!
He's talking, he's communicating, he's signing.
Or he's mimicking, at least. He's responding to it, so that's been super fun.
He wasn't doing any signing 6 months ago.
He wasn't doing any signing, but he wasn't doing any verbalizing. I think he was still babbling. You know how he'd walk around and he would do the babbling and talking to himself and singing to himself. Mm-hmm. But that communication from one person to another and understanding that doing something could get him something wasn't there at all.
Right. And just so you know, he was diagnosed with autism. It's been great to see him have special steps of development. Longer than 6 months ago, he's developed way more since then. Like he wasn't interested even like in eye contact.
His eye contact stuff.
If you're happy and you know it. Oh, this is it.
Jacob! He wasn't even like aware. Sometimes either people were talking to him.
If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know
No.
it.
If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet, stomp, stomp. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it.
2, all 3, clap, clap, stomp, stomp. Hooray! Good job, Jacob. Good job, buddy. Yeah. Oh. bow.
Now, like, he responds to his name. Like, I say, Jacob, come over here and do this. And, like, most of the time he does it.
Yeah, his receptive language, and that is meaning the language he understands, has definitely improved a lot too.
Yeah.
That he understands that we're talking to him, and he understands some of what we're saying to him. And so that's really, I think that's really freeing up. Like, it's opening his world, which is super fun.
It's so exciting.
Yeah.
I just love it. Elisabeth, should I go first this
Yeah.
time? So for Elisabeth, the one that I put down was her surgery recovery. And that was just a big step. Getting the surgery, recovering from that, from wheelchair to then crawling to then walking. It's been such a fun journey. It's like seeing her going through walking all over again. When she got out of the wheelchair, a lot of her habits of cleaning up whatever messes around and helping around the kitchen just came right back, and her spunky attitude came right back in full force when she could start really moving around.
Yeah, that's exactly what I put down too. Was like her, what did I say? I said physical progress after surgery. And I think it because like she had to learn to walk again, and then she learned to even crawl. And I actually think that her crawling improves a lot, which in our experience and in the experts that I've talked to and the therapists that have helped us, crawling is a crucial developmental milestone for a child's brain. And this is something that she struggled with initially the first time, but Elisabeth has done amazing, like getting that cross pattern crawling. She did it. She's been faster at it, healing post-surgery, and then getting back on her feet, which she's done really well with. And I think her muscles are coming back really strong, and her coordination I feel is improving. And anyway, I just feel like she's soaring really well in all of that post-surgery healing.
Yeah. Now, there were some issues. The surgery wasn't quite as effective as we hoped.
Yeah, that's
like
right.
Her walking still isn't like perfectly straight. But I've been impressed with the improvement that she has made from the surgery.
Yeah, and I do foresee that she will continue to improve. Like, she's a fighter.
Yeah.
She's a fighter at her heart, and I do think that we're going to figure it out.
Yeah, and just so, for those who don't know, Elisabeth's diagnosis...
Bryant-Li-Bhoj neurodevelopmental syndrome.
It's a mouthful. It's extremely rare. Basically, it leads to muscular discoordination.
So hypertonia and hypotonia, and I would say it's close to cerebral palsy. Like there are things that seem similar on the outside, but this one they've categorized it differently.
Yeah, so with that challenge, it's amazing to see her develop so well and make so many special steps.
Oh yeah, she's fantastic.
Michael?
So with Michael, I actually put down his building.
Oh,
I feel like his construction and building have actually really blossomed, and maybe it's not only what he's able to build, but his confidence in building it. So he built me my grow boxes. He put together my water system, but when I mean him, I mean like I bought it, he opened up the box, he read the instructions, he constructed it, and I helped him with like the first box, but then the second one he did completely on his own. The watering system for the garden, I was really overwhelmed that day, and I was just like, here's the box, here's the instructions, and he's like, I got it, Mom. And
he seemed excited about it too.
He was, and he got out there and he put it together. And like he did half of it, and I remember thinking like I need to do the other grow box, and I was actually kind of overwhelmed because I did not know how to do it. I hadn't read the instructions, and so I just waited for a day for when Michael was available, and I was like, hey, can you like put in the water system for that other box? And he did it in like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And anyway, that was amazing. But he's been building his tree fort. He's been constructing
like six months ago, that tree fort wasn't really out there.
No,
So-
like he's really been blossoming in that area, and he loves it, and I love it. Like he's
Yeah.
building stuff. It's so cool.
It's like useful too.
Yeah, he's becoming very competent in his building and construction skills. So that's that's super fun. I really love that.
I agree. I actually put a different one down. 6 months ago, he was into the Rubik's Cube, and he was already like learning that really well. But more recently, he started getting into chess.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm seeing his intellectual abilities also really skyrocket. And I love chess. And so him and I are currently playing chess matches with each other. And he's getting good. So I am really excited about seeing him improve with intellectual puzzles and games. He's already surpassed what I could do with the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I would love to see him surpass what I could do in chess.
In chess?
Yeah.
You're good at chess.
I'm decent.
So he was on the chess team when he was little?
No, I wasn't.
No, but didn't you do chess competition?
No, I did some competitions. I went to the chess club and I played against the president and I beat him. And then I never went back.
And you never went back.
I was like, no.
But you have that special chess clock.
Yeah.
And I guess in my mind that makes you very professional.
No.
Because you have that clock.
No. For anyone who knows, my ELO is like 1300, which is okay. It's not amazing.
I have no ELO, so he's really great compared to me.
Anyways, I'm excited to see Michael growing in that realm, and he's getting good. It's good to see him improving in that.
That's so fun. Travis and I were kind of discussing if we were just going to talk about special steps of development for our children or if we should include ourselves. And I was really wanting to include us because I feel like after you turn 18 or 19, sometimes people miss out on the fact that we keep developing as adults. Yeah. Like we keep developing and we keep growing, and there's not as many books about it. There's not like courses in school about it that I'm aware of. Maybe there are now. But that we still develop in our 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. And so I think it's important to track or at least have some sort of awareness and that you are developing and you're still learning and you still can learn and develop and contribute, and that just to notice those things and give yourself that gift is important. So that's why I was like, we're going to include us too.
Yeah, you keep making special steps all the way to the day you die.
Yeah.
Like that one last step might be your last one.
Right, but
when
we're
you're 100 years old, one last step. Special step.
But that we can develop all the way to that point, I think is really great. Like life's not over after you're 20 or after you have kids, you know, like it's just not. Your turn.
Me.
And
so
you get to go first.
With my special step. Okay. For my special step, I put down piano. I've actually been practicing the piano a lot lately.
So true.
I recently learned how to play guitar chords on the piano, and we have been jamming out to all sorts of songs that whatever you can look up guitar chords for, I can play on the piano.
That's so true.
And so we've been playing like Disney songs, musical songs, songs from musicals. Our whole family was jamming out to The Greatest Showman the other night, and I'm just there playing it all on the piano. And so there's been a few clips in past videos of me playing the piano, and I wasn't very good not too long ago, so I've gotten a lot better. So that's one of my special steps.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, no, that's huge. I didn't like think of that one, but I guess I kind of took it for granted.
What did you think of?
So mine was getting like sharing our family's experience on YouTube.
Oh, creating the vlog. That was a big step.
That was really big, and because we had been brainstorming about it and thinking about it for a couple of years. And anyway, I feel like that's a big deal to be able to share our family's experience for families that are like us or families that aren't, that have family members that might be trying to understand families like us and know how to interact, just because it's a different flavor of family. Yeah,
it's been a big project. I mostly work on our vlog starting from like 9 p.m. till 2 a.m. every night.
Yeah.
so
it's like, it's a big deal. I feel like, anyway, I'm proud of you. I feel like that's a big deal.
Thanks.
That's all.
That's right. It is a big deal.
Yeah.
And thank you for coming along too.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Don't go yet. It's her turn.
It's my turn.
All right.
Because
now you got to start.
That's me.
What's your special
step?
step?
My own horn here for a minute. Okay. So I actually feel like in the last 6 months that I have learned how to be more generous with my own humanity. Like, because I remember probably a year ago, like I just remember thinking I cannot develop fast enough and learn fast enough to be the kind of mom I want to be to my kids, and to help them to give them the support that they need to develop to the best of their ability. And I feel like in the past 6 months I've been like, it's okay, like what I can offer is gonna be enough for now. And I guess I've kind of just like let off that perfectionistic, I'm not enough of a mom, like, 'cause I feel like that's a deep worry for a lot of moms.
I hear
like,
a lot of moms, that's hard.
I'm just not enough. What if I'm not doing enough? What if I'm not helping enough? What if I don't know enough? And I feel like that has released a lot. And interestingly enough, I feel like I've gotten a lot more consistent with my kids. Like I've been a little more present and I've been more consistent, and it hasn't felt so hard. And so anyway, I feel like for me, that's a big step, like internally.
A special step for you, the one that I chose wasn't as deep as what you chose.
That's all right. I am me, so I get to be more introspective like that.
So it's the silks.
Oh, the silks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So Ashleigh, not only getting better at the silks, but going and installing the silks in the garage. You cleaned out the garage.
I did.
So that you could install it, and it's secure. Like it holds me just fine.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And I hadn't really got to see you doing it until one of the recent vlogs that I edited, and I was like, holy cow, look at these moves she's doing.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah.
You're as good at silks as I am at chess.
No,
That's probably not true. I'm better
not
at
true.
chess.
You're definitely
I've
better
been playing
at
since I was a
chess.
kid.
So
you haven't been doing silks for very long. It's just been in the last 6 months. Right?
Yeah, no, I'm so beginner, but it is really fun. I was looking for some sort of outlet.
Yeah.
A physical outlet that was also exercising, but that was also rejuvenating, and that looked pretty, which is important to me.
You look so pretty doing it.
It's really fun.
I think so. Of course, like, you're just in your workout clothes. If you were like in a dress and like
which you wouldn't do on the silks. Your dress would get tangled, I think.
Oh, really? I don't know anything about it.
Anyway, I'm super beginner, but it's fun. I'm really hoping to continue to see some progress in that area, but like I definitely have a lot of work to go and a long way to go, and I think that that's fun to be able to work towards that. It feels daunting, but yeah, that's fun. I finally did get them, right? And I think it had been like a vision in my mind for a while, but the fact that I actually have them, they're actually installed, and I've actually used them several times.
And getting better.
I'm all right.
That's what makes it like such a great special step in my mind. It's like you have this goal to do this thing and you're doing it.
Yeah.
And it's cool watching you do it.
Yeah. And it's not perfect. Like, don't get the idea that I'm doing it every day consistently yet, but I am working towards that. So just baby steps.
Yeah.
And we'll get there.
I love it. It's great.
Okay.
Well, those were our, that's our 6-month evaluation. And we'll do another one 6 months from now. It'll be around Christmas time or so.
Yeah. So if you're following along with our family and our vlog, what I want to invite you to do on this very specific vlog is to share some of your special steps down in the comments. I would really love to hear about what you're doing, or if you have kids or a spouse, like just take a minute to think about them, brag on them for a minute about what you're proud about, what you've noticed they've been working towards, where they're succeeding, and put it in the comments. And we love to just kind of have a celebratory thread down there.
That's right, because special steps, even though it has the word special in it, which is related to special needs usually, it can still be special even if you don't have what's labeled special needs.
Right.
Like you could, like we made special steps without special needs, and you can too. So we want to hear any of the special steps, the developments, the goals you're reaching. We want to celebrate those. That's what our channel is all about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we look forward to seeing you guys in the comments.
Okay. See you in 6 months.
And I do want to put this like as an aside, like
and we'll do another one 6 from.
Okay, so since we're going up in age, it's my turn. And you get to go first.
No, it's my turn. I'm younger than you.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's right. I don't know how old I am. I think there was a couple birthdays ago, I was like, I'm turning this old, and you're like, No, you're not.
No, yeah.
I was like,
I'll keep
what?
track of your age for you.
I was surprised actually because I was like, what? Am I not turning? I've been telling everybody this whole year that I'm that age.
Yeah, she's like,
not.
she's 1 year older than me. I gotta check my notes. Ow, funny bone.
That hurt. We're really close.
That's my sensitive funny bone too.
You barely nicked it too.
It's not that funny, okay?
Funny to me.
Ow. Okay, that was it.